2019 season winding down. There are no playoffs in the cards for Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, but they can embrace the role of spoiler, and tonight they'll have a chance to do exactly that as they host the Las Vegas Lights FC team that is 5 points out of the Western Conference playoff picture. Good evening and welcome to Widener Field. Alongside Roland Vargas, I'm Ryan Kaufman, and Roland, certainly higher expectations for the Switchbacks this season, but they want to finish strong. They got a new boss to impress.
Yeah, they definitely do. He'll be in the crowd tonight. It's going to be a big game for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, as you said, building for the future.
Well, let's talk about the matchup between these two teams. It's the second that we've seen between Las Vegas Lights FC and Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. An effort to forget out in Vegas, but the Switchbacks will certainly be looking to turn the tables here at home.
Yeah, it was a good game out in Las Vegas. As you said, the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC being back in this atmosphere, they're going to need to use that.
Well, let's talk about the opponent tonight in Las Vegas Lights FC. They're so deep goal scoring. Their leading goal scorer didn't even start last week, but Irvin Parra, whether he's on the bench or starting, is dangerous.
Irvin Parra, a terrific player. He scores goals. He gets forward. He leads the attack. As you said, he came off the bench last week, but he's a very dangerous player in the USL Championship. We'll see if he's starting this evening.
Well, Switchbacks FC thinks that they can control possession tonight, and a big linchpin in the midfield is Ronnie Argueta.
Ronnie Argueta is huge for the Switchbacks. He drives them forward. He's the heart and soul of that midfield. Alongside Jordan Schweitzer, Ronnie Argueta is going to be the player to watch tonight for the Switchbacks.
Well, the Switchbacks would like nothing better than to keep Las Vegas outside the playoff picture in the West. When we come back, starting lineups and first kick between the Switchbacks and Lights.
What's your emergency?
Run! Get off the pier!
It's a tsunami! It took out the pier!
One wave did all of this? Things are gonna heat up. Stay safe.
We're standing on top of a bomb. We gotta move all these people.
Watch out!
All new 911. Monday at 7 on Fox 21.
A fertility doctor used his own DNA to father countless children.
Sister selfie for social medias?
Nope. No way. All of a sudden, I'm related to half of New York. I'm here if you ever want to talk. I'll walk you out.
Hey, sis, you got $50.
I'm not a good person, but you are.
Wednesday at 8 on Fox 21.
This isn't the story I expected to be telling. 3 years ago, when Batman mysteriously disappeared, it divided Gotham.
Crows represent order, security.
The crows are not the hero of this story, Gotham.
I want to take power.
I need you to fix his suit.
The suit is literal perfection.
It will be, when it fits a woman.
Let's face it, the suits are pretty cool.
Whoa.
Thank you. Next.
Let me help.
That was amazing! We make a good team. World's finest.
Batwoman, followed by Supergirl.
And we welcome you back to Widener Field, moments away from the opening kick between Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC and Las Vegas Lights FC, our Children's Hospital of Colorado walkout. Switchbacks trying to keep Las Vegas out of the postseason picture, or at least do their part here tonight. Let's take a look at how these two teams will line up. First of all, for Vegas, Adam Hobbs will get the start in goal rather than Thomas Olsen. Garcia Lopez, Robinson, Torre, and Torres, along with Souza on the back line, De La Fuente, Fear, Cruz, and Ataka Preston, and the aforementioned Irvin Parra starting up top. And for Switchbacks FC, Andre Rawls gets the start in goal. Jome, Reeves, Nguatabaye, and Yarrow in front of him. Schweitzer, Hundley, Argueta, Malcolm, and Syed Robinson in the midfield. And up top, Fernando Gonzalez Delphine. Now over to my broadcast partner, Roland Vargas, for the keys to the match, first of all, for the visitors.
Yeah, for the visitors leaving Las Vegas. 3 straight home matches before moving on onto the road. Obviously, they're in Colorado Springs tonight. Ocean starting 11. Lights lost in Austin without Irvin Parra, but he's back in tonight. And what happens at altitude? The only other time that Las Vegas FC have moved to altitude, they drew 2-2 with the Real Monarchs of Salt Lake City. And for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, Viva Colorado Springs. Switchbacks back home for the first time since September 7th. Diamonds are forever. They sure are. Luke Vercoloni, he's back in the house. His bobblehead was given away. We'll talk about him more during the broadcast. And Las Vegas, that was a terrible movie, but Las Vegas keeper Thomas Olsen, we talked about him. He will be missing this evening for the Lights, and that'll be a big replacement because he's one of the key players for the away team as we get a good look there at the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC starting goalkeeper Andre Rawls.
I mean, as far as rom-coms go, not terrible. All right, Switchbacks going to start with the opening kick, and we are underway here at Widener Field. Jordan Schweitzer immediately plays it out wide. And now the Switchbacks will retreat just a bit as they were trying to catch Las Vegas off guard. And now they'll work their way up the field with Abdul Nguabaye. Over to Ish Jome here on the near side. This one played through. Shane Malcolm racing after it. Just skips away from him, and he can't keep it in play. What a great run there by Shane Malcolm, but just couldn't come up with the pass.
Yeah, it was a nice ball over the top, too. Great run from Shane Malcolm, as you said. Get a good look there at Andre Rawls. Brilliant ball over the top. And just out of the reach of Shane Malcolm. Big start tonight for Ibrahim Yarrow at right back for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Alongside Abdul Nguatabaye at the center back position. And Chris Reeves partnering Nguatabaye is Jome on the left.
Speaking to multiple Switchbacks players this week, they felt like they had a chance to really keep possession against this Lights team. And when you are able to keep possession, you can sometimes lull your opponent to sleep just a little bit, and that's when you hit them over the top. And that's what the Switchbacks tried to do there. Expect Eric Winalda's side to be a little bit more in tune to that here in the next few minutes as Jome puts it over the top. This time it'll hop once and end up in the hands of Hobbs, who immediately rolls it out here. Las Vegas coming into play tonight, 5 points back of the final playoff spot in the West. Switchbacks FC, along with Tacoma, have been officially eliminated from postseason contention. But again, you talk to the players this week, Roland, and look, they would rather be in Las Vegas's position than their own position in terms of the standings. But they're embracing the idea of, look, we're going to protect our home field, and if it keeps you out of the playoffs, then that's what we're going to do. As we take a look at our referees tonight, Mark Allerton will be our referee. Jacob Harold and Ryan Young will assist him. Our fourth official tonight is James Morgan.
First corner kick for the visitors this evening. Z-trip corner kick for Las Vegas. They'll bring their center backs forward. Watch out for number 4 from Vegas. They have a lot of height in the box.
Taka Preston will send this one in. It skips away from everyone, but Las Vegas controls possession. Now they'll swing it back around to the near side for Taka Preston. He'll send this one in, headed away by Colorado Springs. Vegas goes back to corral it. This is a Lights FC squad that doesn't like to take too much time to set up a shot, and here they'll send it in. That header will go over and out. Goal kick coming up. You can almost tell the nervous energy that Las Vegas has when they're circling the blocks. They really want to get in there and create some chances.
Yeah, they had a lot of players forward for that corner kick. Robinson with the header that went well over. Now the Switchbacks will build out from the back. Ball will just be dropped off to the young Rwandan, Nguatabaye, and over to his center back partner, Chris Reeves.
Now Reeves will play it over to the far side for Yarrow. Back to Reeves. Back to Nguatabaye. Now they'll play it to Ish Jome. Both of these Switchbacks wing backs like to get involved with the play. Now this is taken away by Las Vegas. They'll play it here to the near side. And great defending there at the last possible moment by Abdul Nguadabaye to knock that one out. It will result in a corner, and it just looked, Roland, like Ronnie Argueta, as we'll take a look at this again, looked like Argueta just took off a little bit too early, anticipating the pass to hit him in stride.
Yeah, Parra breaking forward, so dangerous in those kind of positions. It was well defended by the Switchback. Second Z-trip corner kick in short succession for the team from Las Vegas.
Taku will send this one in. Again, a little bit long. Perhaps the thin air of Colorado Springs affecting these corners so far. Now Las Vegas with it out wide. They'll send this one into the box again. This one headed towards goal, just over the reach of Andre Rawls and out, but more good sequencing there from the Lights.
Yeah, good defending by Switchbacks, just pressuring that. As that second ball came in, they've had good opportunities off those second balls from that started with the corner kicks, but you see there Andre Rawls easily covered and over the bar. Switchbacks once again playing out from the back as this ball go back to Rawls and he'll ping it out to left-hand side to Ishjom. Good high press from Las Vegas.
And now Hunley taps it out to Delphine, and now he'll sidestep a defender. Another one comes, causes him to get the ball to Reeves. Now up to Shane Malcolm. Guam International getting ready to head back out on international duty here before too long. Wants to make the most of this home match against Las Vegas, as Ronnie Argueta lost the ball but is still staying with the play to try and take it away. Referee's letting a little bit of physicality go through the midfield. Good clean tackle, and again, that time by Chris Reeves, and now Hunley has it. Business picking up here early on at Widener Field. Jordan Schweitzer with it.
A very good sequence from Chris Reeves. Back-to-back challenges, as you said. Switchbacks just taking the pressure off them a little bit. Ronnie Argueta dropping back to defense to pick up the ball.
Argueta will play that one up to Saeed Robinson. Chips it over to the other side. Malcolm not ready to take off for that one. It will be a Lights throw-in on the far side. So we take a look at one of the most decorated players in U.S. soccer history, Eric Winalda, the head coach in his first year with Las Vegas Lights FC. 10, 14, and 8. Certainly not what he expected coming in, but you see the influx of talent, and you see on a nightly basis flashes of this Lights team, pardon the pun, of being really good and being a force to be reckoned with in the USL. Of course, they're just saying, let us into the postseason, and we'll see what we could do. Right now, 5 points back of New Mexico, so they have some work to do.
Yeah, they certainly do. That free kick's just going to be taken from right in front of the referee. Wanted it just at the halfway line. He'll make Las Vegas slow up.
Lights will restart with a man down the far side. He'll play it into the box again, and Nguadabaye defending well. Now Hunley comes away with it. The UCLA product with a lot of green in front of him will dribble it up. Now gives it to Delphine. Now back to Argueta. To Delphine. Nguadabaye now. Switchbacks trying to get back their shape here, as Chris Reeves thought about punching it through to Shane Malcolm. Instead, he'll play it short to Schweitzer. Now Jordan Schweitzer turns it upfield. Gives it to Delphine. Battling for the ball. Las Vegas able to take it away. That ball cleared out, and a whistle here will stop play. Unfortunate there for Colorado Springs, is they were certainly going to repossess that ball. As we take a look at interim head coach Wolde Harris, 2-8-3 since taking over for Steve Churchu. Of course, he will be coaching the last couple of matches here at Widener Field, and then give way to the new manager of Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, Alan Koch.
Yeah, he certainly will. Alan Koch announced as the Switchbacks head coach beginning of the week. Wolde Harris done a tremendous job in that interim role. Switchbacks on the far side of the field. Ibrahim Yarrow doing a good job defensively, playing that one out right in front of the Phil Long sign, as we do welcome you into Widener Field here. Just a gorgeous day in Colorado Springs.
Spoke with Wolde Harris earlier this week and told me that he was very appreciative of the opportunity this organization gave him to take over on an interim basis. He feels like he will be a better coach for it wherever he decides to go next. Of course, staying in Colorado Springs not out of the question, and it'll certainly help out Alan Koch in the transition here going into next season as Las Vegas plays this one in. Now another shot redirected. Matt Hundley going after it. He'll control. Plays it up to Delphine, who has a defender right on him. Las Vegas really pressuring. Argueta tried to slide it through the middle. And Las Vegas there with some heavy contact, and both players end up taking a knock here as trainers for both sides will come out on the field as we take a look at this again, Roland.
Yeah, big 50-50 challenge. Ronnie Argueta winning the ball, and then just the follow through, both players going into each other right in front of the referee. And our first Ortho Censura nod to the doc of the evening as the training staffs are on for Ronnie Argueta and his counterpart from the Las Vegas Lights. Looks like Argueta is going to be first back to his feet. See what the referee decides to do once play is restarted here at Widener Field.
And the referees gave the Switchbacks the benefit of that call. And now being helped to his feet is Souza Pisani. As you take a look at Ronnie Argueta there, we highlighted him in the pregame. Still a little moving around a little gingerly here, but he'll stay in the match. Argueta, of course, among the team leaders in minutes played this season. He doesn't like to come out. Him and Jordan Schweitzer in that midfield have been there almost every minute of this season. And while we're talking about guys that we normally see in the starting 11, no Jordan Burt tonight. Switchbacks captain out because of yellow card accumulation. So certainly a blow there for Switchbacks FC. And as you mentioned, Roland, Ibrahim Yarrow getting the start in Bird's place as we get back going here at Widener Field. Ball skips away. Hobbs will just let that one slide out of play and take the goal kick.
Yeah, Yarrow saw a lot of playing time under head coach Steve Tritchu at the beginning of the season for the Switchbacks. Good to see him back. Slots in seamlessly to that right back spot. That's a spot that he made his own to start this 2019 USL Championship season, as we see Las Vegas and Hobbs just taking their time to get us back underway here at Widener Field.
Yeah, a lot of depth on the Switchbacks back line. You never want to lose a player like Jordan Burt for any amount of time. But if there's one position group that the Switchbacks do have depth at, it is on the back line. Now, who will account for the loss of goal scoring ability that you lose by Jordan Burt being out? We shall see as this evening progresses.
Yeah, Jordan Burt, tremendous job this season getting forward from that right back position. Played in central midfield as well, and scoring goals as Rawls just a little bit loose with his clearance. Shout out to Jordan Burt's dad, Stan, for our bow ties that we were wearing today during the broadcast.
I can't tie it, but I enjoy wearing it. As Matt Hundley pushes his way up the field, now stops, gives this one off to Syed Robinson. Now out wide to Argueta. Joan to Guadabaye. Now Yarrow on the far side. Switchbacks again, looking for Delphine over the top. It's going to be a little too far out of his reach, but he's staying with the play there. And now a bit of a push-off there from Las Vegas. And Delphine doesn't want the help back up. He wanted the foul call. As we take a look at this again. And Javenturi gave Delphine quite the shove. And of course Delphine took a little bit of exception to it. Or exception to the fact that no call was made, perhaps more than the contact itself.
Good high press from the Switchbacks.
And now a retaliation there from Delphine letting his frustration show here as he picks up the foul. And he knows this, but after complaining about a call, you know you were going to be a focus of the referees there. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com.
Las Vegas just picking up the free kick. Sliding across from the center back position were the Switchbacks. Is Joe on a combination tackle there, and Las Vegas have a good chance once again. We've seen them a couple times on this right-hand side as you watch at home, pumping the ball into the box. They'll have a good chance to do just that. Center backs are forward for the Lights.
Itaku sends this one in, headed away, I believe, by the Switchbacks, and this one will end up going out of play, and it was indeed off the home side, so Las Vegas will have a throw-in on the far side of the field. Just 2 home matches left for the Switchbacks. It'll be back-to-back home matchups for them. After this Las Vegas matchup, they'll host LA Galaxy 2, close out the home portion of their schedule, and then they'll go out on the road for a couple of weeks before saying goodbye to the 2019 season. As the Switchbacks take control, as Roland and I mentioned, Alan Koch, the new head man here in Colorado Springs, announced on Monday, well-decorated coach in the USL as Hobbs slides in to grab that one. Oversaw the transition for Cincinnati going from the USL to MLS. A difficult transition to say the least for any side to do that. And as Hobbs, it looks like he took a little bit of a shot. We'll take a look at this again as Saeed Robinson is coming in, and it took it a little friendly fire there as Hobbs.
It was good goalkeeping from Hobbs, but as you said, the South African, Alan Koch, tons of experience in the USL, in American soccer in general. So he's going to come in, be the new man at the helm for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. It's nice to announce him at the end of the season, give him that time to get ready and get used to things here in Colorado Springs before building during the offseason and getting ready for the 2020 USL Championship season.
Yeah, head coach with that kind of pedigree doesn't come available very often, so the Switchbacks certainly feel fortunate to be able to secure his services moving forward. Of course, a very exciting future for Switchbacks FC, a new stadium on the horizon as they continue to grow the game of soccer here in southern Colorado. Las Vegas with it. Scoreless tilt here at Widener Field. And now a little bump there as Las Vegas tries to get position, and Yarrow comes to pick up his teammate Chris Reeves. Now Schweitzer to Malcolm, back to Schweitzer. Now over the top. If it is Saeed Robinson, he'll look to turn and run. Now has to reverse directions as Las Vegas again pressuring very high here, trying to force a bad pass. We've seen a couple of them so far, and Las Vegas will continue to do so, but you wonder, Roland, as we move throughout this match, if Las Vegas can sustain that level of action and pressure, given that they are playing at well over 6,000 feet.
Yeah, they certainly tired in their match against the Monarchs, got that 2-2 draw. It was a really good game, actually. They tired toward the end of that one. We'll see as this takes into the second half. The conditions very good today for soccer, very little wind, but as you said, obviously with the altitude and the travel involved, weighing down those Las Vegas legs, it's Jordan Schweitzer step forward. He's got room on the right-hand side for Ibrahim Yarrow.
And now Yarrow looking to tee this one up. Line drive sent in, deflected away by Las Vegas. Switchbacks momentarily wanted a handball. Now Schweitzer chips it over the top looking for Malcolm. That one is headed away. Light's not out of the woods yet as Ish Jome goes to get it on the near side. With a defender in tow, gives it off to Nguatabaye. Now threads this one through to Delphine. He'll turn, give it to Robinson. He'll fire. That one was blocked out front. Good job there by Torres to get in front of it.
Yeah, good possession here for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Recycled from Jordan Schweitzer, just dropping it off to Nguatabaye. He'll look out wide to Ibrahim Yarrow, and he'll find him. Great ball.
And Yarrow once again gives this one to Malcolm. Malcolm to the near side looking for Hunley, and that one headed away by Las Vegas. Little awkward header there by Kevin Garcia, but it got the job done. And now the Switchbacks will earn the corner kick. As we take a look at this sequence again, as you said, Roland, great possession by the Switchbacks. Good idea by Malcolm, but a heads up defending there by Garcia. As now we get back to live action, Hunley sends it in. Switchbacks have it, shot on the doorstep, and Las Vegas able to clear it out.
Tremendous save by Hobbs during that sequence. Pinball in the Switchbacks box. Get a good look there at Chris Reeves. He was forward from the center back position, just couldn't turn his shot into the back of the net, but a tremendous save in that bang-bang sequence off that Pikes Peak Bank National Bank corner kick for the Switchbacks. Nice turn there by Nguatabaye. Find its way to Reeves. This is goalwards. That's a good save from Hobbs. Doesn't know a ton about it, and then cleared off the line by Robinson.
Heady defending there by Robinson. And now the Switchbacks will have the throw-in. Back to Yarrow, who sends that one in. Las Vegas again defending well, and they'll send it out towards midfield. Vegas takes control, looks to turn it upfield. Ball goes out off the Switchbacks. Here in the 21st minute, still no score. Both goalkeepers have been tested a little bit. Hobbs for the first time in that last sequence. Good move by Yarrow to get it to Argueta, who turns this one upfield. Argueta across the midfield stripe, gives it off to Hunley. Looking for the overlapping run. Hunley instead will keep it. Plays it back to Nguatabaye. Schweitzer. To Nguatabaye again. Thought about going downfield with it. Content to run down the energy level of Pablo Cruz, and now Rawls having some trouble with another Lights player pressuring, and very fortunate there as Irvin Parra was looking to poach that one. It ends up going out for a goal kick, but again, you just see the relentless pressure from the visitors here, trying to get one in goal. Of course, that would allow them to back off just a bit if they can get an early lead, and that certainly seems like the recipe that Eric Winalda has drawn up. Now Hunley trying to get Jome, finds him. Jome keeps it in play out in front. Malcolm couldn't handle it. Now shot in by Schweitzer, and that one is too high.
Yeah, just took a bobble in front of tonight's Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC captain. That man right there, the young Canadian Jordan Schweitzer. Difficult to keep down, tried to side foot that one into goal, but difficult for Jordan Schweitzer to keep that one down.
While we have a moment, we want to let you know that Colorado Technical University is a proud supporter of Switchbacks FC. Find your future at CTU. This one sent downfield by Hobbs, taken by Malcolm. Now Parra playing a little bit higher here and tapped away by Switchbacks FC. They don't have numbers, but they'll push. Syed Robinson gets on the other end of it. Robinson takes a shot. Hobbs parries it away. Vegas clears. Schweitzer camping under it. Now Yarrow steps in front. And Yarrow could never gain his footing as a 12th player for the Switchbacks ends up on the field. The smallest Switchbacks player. Mom went and grabbed him, though. Ronnie Argueta plays this one up to Malcolm. Now back to Argueta.
It was a tremendous save from Hobbs. Not much that Syed Robinson could do from that kind of angle except fire that one hard and heavy toward goal. He did just that, and here he is on the right-hand side again with the cross.
Robinson's cross again, slightly deflected, and now Jome comes up, takes a hard hit. That's going to draw a whistle, and this will be a good position for a free kick for Switchbacks FC.
Yeah, sure will. Nice high press from is shown with that left back spot. Wins the free kick for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Just going around the defender. There's the touch. Now the Switchbacks will bring Reeves and Guadabaye forward. A lot of height in the box for Colorado Springs.
Get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Switchbacks FC and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus get reminders on Switchbacks' next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. And while we have a moment, I want to let you know, as Joam sends this one in, headed away by the lights and corralled by Ibrahim Yarrow. Tell you about ESPN Plus in just a moment, as Las Vegas able to take that ball away, and now they'll push it back the other way, and a little bit of contact. Will it draw a card? My broadcast partner all over it. It indeed will. So we'll get that sorted out and tell you about ESPN Plus. You can follow Switchbacks FC and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus. Home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com as we take a look at the replay there. Clearly some contact there, and as my broadcast partner called, immediately the yellow card came out, a Hanson Hot Springs yellow card for Shane Malcolm, as this ball immediately goes into the box. It's out of play. This will be a corner kick and allow everyone to take a deep breath.
Their first long corner kick of the evening for Las Vegas. It's good defending. Visitors trying to catch the Switchbacks out, go quickly in over the top. And they have earned themselves a long corner kick on the far side of the field.
It'll be Itaku again taking these, whether it's on the near side or far side. This is his job. And he'll send this one in. This good range headed away by Switchbacks FC. Now Lights get it back. Ronnie Argueta defending well. Not letting his man past him, and then a good block of that cross. That was being sent in by Pablo Cruz.
Yeah, Cruz always trying to work that ball onto his right foot. Get a good look there at Ronnie Argueta, the player we featured for the Switchbacks in the pregame. And another Z-trip corner kick, their third so far of the evening for the team from Las Vegas.
As this ball is sent in, headed away, the Lights have it on the near side. They'll send it right back in, headed and just wide. That was just the way that the Lights drew it up. Brian De La Fuente in perfect position, just could not get it inside that far post. Andre Rawls was never going to get there if that ball was on target.
Yeah, De La Fuente just leaning back a little bit, tried to place that header, didn't have to add a lot of power to it. So we give a shout out to Colorado Computer Support, one of the fine sponsors of everything Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Colorado Computer Support.
IT professionals. Las Vegas with it. Exciting first 27 plus minutes here in Colorado Springs, as this one is over the top and offside. Panzani Souza, a little bit too early on that one.
Yeah, assistance flag straight up on Souza. Fantastic jerseys for the Las Vegas Lights, as we've come to expect. Ball worked out to Ibrahim Yarrow on the right-hand side. He'll look down the line for Shane Malcolm. Malcolm and Robinson doing a good job of interchanging early doors here for the Switchbacks.
Now Schweitzer dribbling away from the Lights defenders. Now Ronnie Argueta gives it to Nguadabaye. Now to Schweitzer. Out wide to Yarrow. Switchbacks trying to swing the pendulum of momentum back on their side here, as Yarrow chips it over the top looking for Robinson. This one is onside. Robinson able to control in the corner. Now it's one-on-one, looking to beat his man. He'll flip that one out towards Schweitzer. Yarrow, he'll tee it up. Garcia able to chest that one right to Hobbs, so no harm done there by Switchbacks FC.
Yeah, very good defending from Garcia. Just taking the wind out of that one, as you said, chesting it back to his goalkeeper.
Now Garcia playing a two-man game here. Hundley steps in front of that one. Throw coming for Las Vegas Lights. Long throw in here, and Guadabaye has a beat on it. He'll head it high the other way. That one goes out off of, I thought it was off of Vegas. It was.
It was.
And now Delphine getting ready to throw this one in. Finds Joan. Now Schweitzer. Yarrow once again back up with it. Yarrow to Guadabaye. Now over to Reeves. Las Vegas' pressure is forcing the Switchbacks closer and closer to Andre Rawls. That's not the direction that they want to go here. And now Jome looking for Hundley, a little bit short. Lights control. And now with it is Tabord in the middle of the field. Look to get the return pass. He's on it. Sends this one immediately in. Miss header by the Switchbacks, but Jome is right there to pick up his teammate. This one going to bounce out. Garcia holding off Saeed Robinson as the Lights will get a throw in, and we'll get a chance to tell you about our friends at the Shandy Clinic, proud sponsor of Switchbacks FC, the Shandy Clinic, exceptional therapy for exceptional children. Lights with the quick restart, true to form. All go, go, go here from the visitors. Over the top. Garcia with it to the middle. And now with Souza. Syed Robinson nearly took that one away. Instead, it's controlled by Cruz. Cruz trying to get the return pass, taken away by Switchbacks FC. Delphine was calling for it on the near side. Now Malcolm with the head of steam. Looked like his progress was impeded there. Switchbacks remain in control of it, and now the pass over the top. Well out of the reach of Delphine. Momentary hesitation there by the Switchbacks. They thought for sure Shane Malcolm was going to draw the foul, and they unfortunately were incorrect in that. Lights have it. More than a half an hour into this one. The last few days of the month of September. This one played forward by Vegas. They'll have it out wide. Malcolm closing in, trying to do his part on the defensive end of the field. Now here's Cruz trying to dribble through three defenders. He comes away with it, sends this one in, nobody home, and Jome will send this one out of play. As we said, the season winding down as the month of September winds down. Just 3 more matches. The home finale next weekend against LA Galaxy 2, and then road matches against Tacoma and San Antonio in the month of October.
Are we road tripping up to the Great Pacific Northwest for that Tacoma Defiance match, Ryan?
Yeah, as long as you drive.
Pass.
I like to get my Z's in on road trips.
Shout out to I-80.
Lights with possession here. Trying to break through for the match's first goal. Argueta right in there, trying to take it away, could not. Garcia back with it to Cruz. Cruz through 2 Switchbacks defenders, plays it down to Garcia. Should have a lane to pass it through, does. Sent towards goal. Argueta, after the deflection, comes up with it. Now played out wide to Hundley. Matt Hundley can really burn. He's got 1 defender on him. And in a roundabout way is able to get around him. Now ball played out to Yarrow. Switchbacks pressing forward. This one played into the box. Las Vegas casually sends it back from whence it came.
It's a great break forward, though, by the Switchbacks, working that ball out wide onto the right-hand side to Ibrahim Yarrow. Now Las Vegas looking to break in behind, but Chris Reeves having none of that.
Reeves gets it to Rawls. Now back out to Reeves. Yarrow in front of the Las Vegas bench. And that one tapped out. Switchbacks will keep possession here. That man has worked extremely hard here. Ibrahim Yarrow in the first half. Waiting for the go-ahead from the official here as a ball was on the field. Not the one that the Switchbacks and Lights were playing with, so now that's removed, and a throw-in will go to Delphine, who goes down. Foul called here against Las Vegas, and Delphine finally gets the call he was looking for earlier, but I'm sure he wished he wouldn't have to take that hit to the chops in order to get it, but it will result in a free kick as we take a look at this again. It may have even caught him in the mouth, the heel there of Jabintore. Delphine will stay in there. Switchbacks lining up the free kick. They'll send it in towards goal for Reeves. Heads it back towards Delphine. Now Argueta ends up with it. Has it on his left side, gives it to Yarrow. Now Yarrow over the top looking for Delphine, and that one was out of his reach. I believe that play was onside, so unfortunate there that Yarrow wasn't able to find his striker at the top there.
Yeah, good initial ball in. As you said, just headed back across goal. It's a well-worked free kick by the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, and Delphine just looking for that second header over the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, but not able to get that. Las Vegas break down the left-hand side.
Vegas once again attacking, and Jome able to guide that one out of play. It will be a corner kick for Las Vegas Lights FC. They've had a few of these so far, so certainly getting the range here in altitude. Head coach Eric Winalda was stepping off the distance, both making sure that things were up to regulation and perhaps thinking through some tactics in this realm. Now here comes the corner kick in, headed away by Switchbacks FC. This one will bounce out of play. Lights will look to quickly throw this one in.
Yeah, good header from Iguatabaye, clearing once again a Z-trip corner kick for Las Vegas Lights. Mark Turner just texted me, said he'll meet us in San Antonio if we decide to road trip to that game. So that could be a reason to get a free dinner out of Mr. Mark Turner.
I've yet to take in the fine city of San Antonio, so I may take it.
7th biggest city in the United States. Shout out to the Riverwalk. Las Vegas Lights scoring 15 goals last 5 matches. My math works out to about 3 a game.
Yes, it is 15 over the last 5, 9 in each of the last 5. Although Las Vegas is very talented when it comes to scoring goals. And that's why, even though they're 5 points back of the final playoff spot in the West, if you're a Lights fan, you feel very confident that they'll be able to hold up their end of the bargain to try and climb. It's just a matter this time of year if they'll get the help from the opponents of New Mexico United and the other teams there at the bottom of the playoff standings.
Yeah, a couple teams in front of Las Vegas with a couple games in hand over the Lights, so obviously Lights can just worry about themselves, win what they have coming up, score those goals like you talked about, and then see what happens, what shakes out in the Western Conference. It was such a tight race out west. We'll get into that during the halftime, just about who's going to make the 2019 USL Championship playoffs and who is going to miss out. Switchbacks restart. Jordan Schweitzer out to left-hand side to Jome.
Jome trying to dribble through a couple of primarily white jerseys with some very bright other colors. Hunley sends this one in, cleared out by Las Vegas. Now Jome finds Delphine, trying to get it back to Jome. Ish had to work a little bit harder to get that one, and now Las Vegas clears it out on the near side, and Guadabaye going after it. And he'll let one of his teammates do the honors here. And he'll end up with the ball anyway off the throw-in from Ish Jome. Down to the middle Chris Reeves. Switchback's going to try the far side now.
Yeah, they've had a lot of success with that run down the line from either Shane Malcolm or Ibrahim Yarrow. Just wasn't on there. Switchback's looking out to that right-hand side, just unable to find Shane Malcolm. As you said, he'll be reporting with Guam again, getting those frequent flyer miles. Shane Malcolm.
A good result against Bhutan, but this is where things step up. Of course, they play against the Asian Confederation, so I believe up next is China for Guam, if I'm not mistaken. So you're dealing with countries like China, India. They have a few more players and people at their disposal than the tiny island of Guam, but they're a proud team. Shane Malcolm loves to talk about what they're building there in the island of Guam, and they're going into this group stage of World Cup qualifying hoping to shock some people.
Yeah, shout out to Anderson Air Force Base on the island of Guam, but as you said, Guam, very difficult qualifying region. Good win over Bhutan. Not everyone just goes into Bhutan, walks out with 3 points. Is Jom there with the clearance. Playing at altitude in Colorado Springs, certainly helping Shane Malcolm on his travels to the Himalayas. That ball goes straight in.
And now Vegas on the doorstep. That one very nearly broke our scoreless tie. Switchbacks there very fortunate because that gentleman was in prime position to put that one past Andre Rawls. Here in the 41st minute, let's take a look at this sequence again. Panzani Souza was right there, and he cannot believe that he did not finish that one off.
Yeah, that throw, just long throw, such a dangerous weapon for the Lights on the far side of the field. Obviously can't be offside from that throw in. Just goes straight in behind the Switchback. Souza turns. Rawls did a good job to close down the angle. And Souza just wide.
Yeah, perhaps altitude not the only thing that Las Vegas is not accustomed to, even though for us here in Colorado, this is a mild night for the late September. Some of these Las Vegas players certainly not used to this. As you take a look at interim head coach Woldy Harris, giving some instruction there to Ibrahim Yarrow. Jordan Schweitzer in the mix as well.
And you were dead right about that Guam match. They're going to be playing China in Guangzhou coming up. Nice trip for Shane Malcolm to make, as you said there. Woldy Harris on the far side of the field. Hanson Hot Springs yellow card just being confirmed for De La Fuente. So yellow cards all even here at Widener Field in this first half.
Yarrow with it, but play was stopped because of some contact initiated by Switchbacks FC. So Las Vegas will have it back. Last few minutes of this first half, both teams want to hunker down and make sure that they don't concede a late goal here to completely change the complexion of this contest that has been extremely entertaining and fast-paced so far, but I would expect nothing less with a team from Sin City coming into Colorado Springs, as this one is played out wide to for Syed Robinson, Robinson tried to tap it back to Schweitzer, taken away by Vegas, and they have numbers back the other way. Argueta, Robinson coming back to help defensively. They get in position. Las Vegas, meanwhile, builds up the attack. Souza tips it out to Garcia. And now it'll be swung out wide. Fear in the middle. Out to Garcia once again. Garcia dribbles to the middle of the field with Hunley on him. Hunley, nifty move to take that ball away. Plays it out towards midfield. Shane Malcolm running underneath it. Is able to take possession. He doesn't fully have control here. Shrugs off a defender. Gets it to Delphine. Delphine, he'll fire. That one is blocked and out. So a corner kick coming up. Great job there by Shane Malcolm realized the opportunity in front of the Switchbacks, did not want to go down on contact, want to stay up there, fight off that contact, and keep the play alive. As now will lead to an accelerated Wealth corner kick. Ish Jome going to the far side of the field to do the honors here. Big moment in this first half.
First accelerated Wealth corner kick of the evening for the Switchbacks. As you said, Ish Jome whipping it in with the left foot, trying to put it right on top of the penalty spot.
Jome with his arm up. Now he'll bring it in. Finds Hunley. Hunley a little bit too strong off of his ankle there. Able to keep it in play, though. To Yarrow. Yarrow curls that one around, was looking for Malcolm. Ends up on the foot of Jome. Now Jome sends it right back in, headed away by Vegas. Now Malcolm tries to draw some contact to no avail. Las Vegas again back the other direction here. As Ish Jome runs into the back of the Lights player who held up. He could feel the pressure from Jome, gets a quick restart, and now opportunity squandered as Las Vegas loses it out on the far side.
Yeah, it's difficult for the Lights. 1 minute of tick-tock shop stoppage time. Easy for me to say here at Widener Field. Las Vegas got to do better. They had a good opportunity there inside the Switchbacks half with that free kick. Caught the Switchbacks out. But that ball just straight out wide and out in front of the Phil Long corner kick. As you see there, the confirmation of just 1 minute of tick-tock shop stoppage time.
Switchbacks again get the throw in, trying to work it to the middle of the field. Lights gang defending here. And surprising that in a group of 4 players, 3 of them in Lights gear, that Shane Malcolm gets called for the foul. And now Delphine trying to take the ball back for Switchbacks FC is warned by the referee to not do that. Free kick earned here by Las Vegas Lights FC.
Last opportunity of the first half. Las Vegas just pump this ball into the box, see if they can win the knockdown, get something on Andre Rawls' goal.
So Las Vegas Lights will place this one. Could be the last kick here of the first half. Switchbacks want to head this one away and go into the dressing room tied at 0. Lights will swing it out to the near side. This one sent in may have been deflected by the Switchbacks. They try to clear. Delphine goes to get it, and that will do it in the first half. A clean, fast-paced first half between Las Vegas and the Switchbacks has us goalless through 45 minutes of play. When we come back, Roland will run you around the USL, all the latest happenings from the USL Championship. I will have a special guest, and we'll also break down the first half with highlights, stats, and much more. No score at the break. Colorado Springs and Vegas back in a moment.
Oops. Sorry.
When you build an empire, you create lots of enemies. And every single one of them has a reason for killing you.
Tuesday at 8 on Fox 21.
Guys? I tend to do these sorts of things by myself.
Admit it, Drew. We're helpful.
I'm looking at a town screw-up, ex-con, city girl, and Nancy Drew.
Why does he say your name like that?
She used to complicate my job.
You mean do it for you?
Can we go now?
You're still a suspect.
Nancy Drew.
Hi, I'm Malcolm Bright. I catch killers for a living. My father is a serial killer.
Quadruple homicide. Let's get to work. Every killer has their signature.
Father and son solving crime.
Like father, like son.
Monday at 8 on Fox 21.
I saw billions of possible futures. Billions of deaths.
We've got to stop you from vanishing.
So what do we do first?
Welcome to a world where anything can and probably will happen.
We can still change the future.
Welcome to Earth 1.
Oh, great. Another angry one.
I have to prepare the team for this crisis.
The Flash.
I am doing the most good for the greatest number of people.
We're gonna get through it all together.
The Resident. Tuesday at 7 on Fox 21.
He's a winner. In for the goal.
Let's go with the left point. Jamal Johnson.
Puts it in. What a goal.
Perfectly played.
To splice this New York defense with a curling effort. That's incredible. What a goal by Nurse. Johnson, though, going to hurry things up. Tenorio giving a blast. Goal!
Clever. Clever will take a shot. He fires it home for a classic.
Cicerone to the back post. Sliding it in. What a start for St. Louis. Tyler Blackwood.
Wharton and Asprilla in it as well. Williamson strikes and puts it in, a fourth for T2 on a beautiful strike.
Asante saved by Congreve.
And a save by Morton.
Through and a diving stop.
Punched away by Laurel. Follow. Kick save Laurel. And this. It's a hammer. Oh, that's an important intervention by Logan Ketterer.
Knocked on. Klaus fires and back of the net. Paul Klaus. Finally here. Ball swept in. Headed on, up and in, and just like that, Toronto answers.
Ball played forward up the side. Moon trying to drop it back. Tries the left-footed shot and finds the back of the net. Nick Moon in stoppage time in the first half, breaking the deadlock.
Rayo now. For Rodriguez, going for that top corner. What a save by Silvestre. Through the midfield for Richmond. Calls for Wheeler Amanu, and a shot saved by Fitzgerald. Still around the box for Chattanooga. The shot by Caparelli's pushed aside by Herrera. Austin Amer.
Welcome back to Colorado Springs. That is America's Mountain, Pikes Peak. Beautiful evening here in Colorado Springs as the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC host the Las Vegas Lights on this Shandy Clinic halftime segment. Shandy Clinic, exceptional therapy for exceptional children, speech, physical, occupational. Proud sponsor of everything Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC on the SoCo CW, the Shandy Clinic. Switchbacks locked at 0 with the Las Vegas Lights. Take a look out west in the USL. Phoenix Rising. They've clinched their place in the 2019 USL Championship playoffs. Fresno hot on their heels. Reno 1868. El Paso rounding out the top 10 for the moment. Very close in the USL Championship Western Conference. Los Angeles Galaxy in 9th. This Las Vegas team desperately looking to make their way into that top 10 in the final playoff position. Out west, very close race. Just a few points separating teams in 9th and those down in 14th. Look around the USL Championship. Louisville, Tampa Bay Rowdies 2-2. See if we'll find a winner there. Loudoun United losing 2-0 at home to a very hot Nashville team. Rio Grande Valley FC hosting Orange County in the great city of Edinburgh, Texas. And San Antonio FC 1-0 up over Fresno. Fresno putting together a good run coming up in the USL Championship. The Portland Timbers 2 hosting the Austin Bold on Sunday. On Monday evening on ESPN+, the Swope Park Rangers and Birmingham Legion. Tuesday sees Loudoun United host Pittsburgh Riverhounds. And on Wednesday evening also, as everything is in the USL Championship on ESPN+, Sacramento Republic hosting Los Dos, the LA Galaxy 2. Late night, Wednesday night out west. Storylines, Caribbean friendly. Hartford United will play the Jamaican national team in will play Portmore United in Jamaica on the 26th. Playoff clinchers, we talked about Phoenix Rising, the Red Bulls too, also getting their spot in the playoffs out east, obviously. And we're going streak ending. Phoenix Rising had their historic 20-game winning streak ended as Fresno got a tight 2-1 win last Saturday to break up Phoenix's streak. Team of the week, Jaime Chavez, Haji Berry with the hat trick, Kleber with a hat trick as well. Malik Johnson had a hat trick of assists against Bethlehem. Matsoso had a brace against the Red Bulls too. Asprilla with a brace as well against Tacoma. And CJ Cochran back-to-back games with a penalty kick save in goal. And our player of the week, Jaime Chavez, 3 goals. Game winner as Fresno beat Phoenix United. We talked about that aforementioned game. That was all down to Jaime Chavez. Fantastic. And we'll kick it out now to my broadcast partner, Ryan Kaufman, with a very special guest from Fox 21.
She is the sports director of Fox 21 News, Ashley Giovanna. Ashley, great to have you on.
Ryan, it is such a pleasure to be here. Now, I've made it to a few Switchbacks games this season, and I'm sad that the season is coming to an end very soon.
I know, we only have a couple of nights left, so let's enjoy it. So let's talk about Fox 21 News sponsoring the bobblehead giveaway. Luke Furcoloni tonight. I did kind of expect it to be Ashley Giovanna bobblehead night, but not so much.
You know what? You and I the same. I was very disappointed, but you know what? Luke is an iconic player in the Switchbacks organization, so I guess he deserves it more than I do.
Year.
I guess, yeah. No, 2020, it's my year. I feel it.
Absolutely. So, of course, we're coming your way on SoCo CW 57 here locally in Colorado Springs, which is in the family of networks for you guys.
Yeah,
from Fox 21 News' perspective, how important is it to be partnered with the Switchbacks?
It is huge. One of the pro organizations here in Colorado Springs. So to have that relationship just not only expands their reach, it expands our reach. It's very much a mutual partnership here, and it gets the love of soccer out. It keeps growing. I know that you and I see this being in sports all the time. Soccer is growing day in and day out, especially in the U.S. So to have this partnership and to jump on that as quick as we did, I'm really glad that we did it. Clearly being the sports director, but also just for the love of sports.
Well, I appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of this game,
Thank
Ashley.
you so much. Appreciate it, Ryan.
That's Ashley Giovanna of Fox 21 News. We'll be back with more from Widener Field. We're scoreless at the break.
Can we get a pick real quick before you turn the...
911, what's your emergency?
Run! Get off the pier!
It's a tsunami! It took out the pier!
One wave did all of this? Things are gonna heat up. Stay safe.
We're standing on top of a bomb. We gotta move all these people.
Watch out!
All new 911. Monday at 7 on Fox 21.
A fertility doctor used his own DNA to father countless children.
Sister selfie for social meds?
Nope.
No way.
All of a sudden, I'm related to half of New York. I'm here if you ever want to talk. I'll walk you out.
Hey, sis, you got $50.
I'm not a good person, but you are.
Wednesday at 8 on Fox 21.
Hi, I'm Malcolm Bright.
I catch killers for a living.
My father is a serial killer.
Quadruple homicide. Let's get to work. Every killer has their signature.
Father and son solving crime.
Like father, like son.
Monday at 8 on Fox 21.
I saw billions of possible futures. Billions of deaths. We've got to stop you from vanishing.
So what do we do first?
Welcome to a world where anything can and probably will happen.
We can still change the future.
Welcome to Earth 1. Oh, great. Another angry one.
I have to prepare the team for this crisis.
We'll see.
Flash.
We welcome you back to Widener Field, where we are at halftime. No score between Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC and Las Vegas Lights FC. Ryan Kaufman, Roland Vargas back with you. Roland, a fast-paced and exciting first half. We just missed out on the goals.
Yeah, it was a well-played first half. 0-0, obviously, as you said, here at the Widener Field in Colorado Springs. We'll take a look at just what happened, give you some visual proof of what we talked about for the first 45 minutes.
Yeah, Saeed Robinson got us underway, and then we never stopped moving from there. Las Vegas and Switchbacks both with quite a few chances. As you see some of them here and there, Hobbs took a shot from his own teammate. Switchbacks had a few of these chances and just could not find that final pass, which is unfortunately a microcosm of the season. This the best opportunity, but give credit to Las Vegas. Great team defending on that.
Yeah, it was. You see there, Switchbacks working back, picking up that yellow card. That was Shane Malcolm on that challenge right in front of the Las Vegas bench and the Switchbacks. Couple of good opportunities from some set pieces. Good win from Chris Reeves, just wasn't able to find a teammate. Ronnie Argueta, we talked about him in the pregame. He was strong for the Switchbacks, and good job there by Rawls closing down the angle.
Now Las Vegas came into Widener Field wanting to keep the pressure up, wanting to force potentially some mistakes. Once in a while, those things are going to happen, those fouls. But I think overall, Las Vegas did what they wanted to do in the first half. As we take a look at just, I mean, you can't beat that view. Let's take a look at the statistical information here from the first half. Everything pretty even. We talked about Roland coming into this match that we thought that the Switchbacks would be able to keep possession. They have. They want to do that, but now it's just a matter of translating it to the top line.
Yeah, that's why they've been able to create those chances, obviously getting just over that 60%, shading it 1-1 on the yellow cards. We talked about that as well in the first half. Shots very even as well, 6 for the Switchbacks and 5 for the Lights.
Well, are we in for more entertainment in the second half? My gut says yes, we will, as both of these teams looking for the 3 points for different reasons. Las Vegas 5 points back of New Mexico for the final playoff spot in the West. Switchbacks FC already eliminated from playoff contention, but they want to play the role of spoiler. And I talked to Shane Malcolm this week, Roland, and he said something that you and I have heard from many of the Switchbacks players as we get underway, that they want to reward the fans. The fans have been so great all season long. The Switchbacks haven't given them the results that they deserve, but they want to give them that in the last 2 matches here at home.
Yeah, they certainly do, as you talked about. It's a penultimate match here at Widener Field. Switchbacks, good crowd this evening. Luke Vercoloni bobbleheads given away pregame, and the Switchbacks will be back in just a week's time as Las Vegas finding a little seam. Good job covering by Ibrahim Yara, working that ball back to Andre Rawls. Now have a nice clearance to Saeed Robinson. Just drops it off to Hunley.
Now Matt Hunley along the far side. He was pretty active there in the first half. That time tapped away.
And Shane Malcolm cleared out of things out of your camera shot off the ball, inquiring to the assistant referee about that as he was trying to make his run from outside to in. Las Vegas Lights will pick that up just in front of their bench.
Now there's a Lights player down on the field as they control. They'll just send this one out of play, and the player down on the field will be tended to, as that is Moby Fair there down on the field, and now he's up and wanted a call, perhaps something more than just a foul, and now Fair and the referee come to an understanding. And we'll get this thing back underway. The Switchbacks will throw this towards Las Vegas. A little bit of fair play there, as Las Vegas will restart things. The near side, De La Fuente has it, plays it over the top, and foul called initially on Las Vegas, and then the Las Vegas player was upended by Chris Reeves, and now the referee stopping play to check on the fallen player, which is Christian Torres. But it was Torres that got called for the foul, and now some extra conversation going on with Chris Reeves, who probably after the foul responded with some contact of his own, and that's what put Torres on the ground. The throw in here for Switchbacks FC, headed away by Vegas. Now they'll play it back to Hobbs. Hobbs over the top to Reeves, header, and more Vegas players going down as Schweitzer will just tap this one to the near side. That's Irvin Parra this time.
Yeah, Parra backing into Reeves. Referee blowing the whistle just inside the Switchbacks half. Las Vegas in no rush to restart. It'll be Cruz, Pablo Cruz. Get the lights back underway. As soon as I say that, he leaves it off to his big center back.
Devin Torre is bigger than your average center back. That is for sure, as Las Vegas gets this one underway. So start, stop here at the beginning of the second half. Not quite as smooth as the first 45 minutes as this one is played in. Hops away and out. Goal kick coming up for Switchbacks FC.
Yeah, Las Vegas just looking through the middle, trying to catch the Switchbacks out. Good high line from the Switchbacks, seeing that ball back through to Andre Rawls, and he'll restart short to Abdul Nguadabaye.
And now this one tapped here to Jordan Schweitzer. Plays it to the near side for Yarrow. Can't miss Yarrow with those flaming red cleats there as Shane Malcolm sidesteps a defender. Tried to play it through. Nifty idea, but Syed Robinson unable to get on the other end. And it'll result in a goal kick for Vegas.
Lights in no rush to build out of the back. Started this second half very composed, keeping everything in front of them so far. Haven't seen many chances for either side. Lights getting a lot of runs in over the top and behind, but Switchbacks holding a very high line with their 4 defenders.
And now chipped over the top by the Lights, and this one will skip out of play. So not only are we having kind of a stutter start to the second half, both of these teams having a lot of trouble finding the range on these longer passes.
Yeah, Lights being forced to go in over the top, in quickly, trying to get in behind the Switchbacks with the Switchbacks playing that high. See Joan picking up the ball on the left. He'll look down the line for Delphine. It's very difficult for both teams to break each other down. Ronnie Argueta doing a good job sweeping up there, restarting the Switchbacks attack out to Shane Malcolm.
Now Malcolm tips it out to Yarrow. Yarrow sends a cross in, headed by Las Vegas. It ping-pongs off of one of the teammates and then headed away as Delphine was right there and just could not get it put through. Give a lot of credit to Hobbs to be able to react quickly, but I think unfortunate for Switchbacks FC.
Yeah, I think that beat Hobbs and was cleared off the line by the defender. As you said, their pinball, Delphine turning this ball goalwards, and that ball just headed right off the line, right in front of the trailheads behind the goal for the Switchbacks. Las Vegas Lights living dangerously to start this second half.
I apologize to the entire Torre family for not giving Jobin credit on that one. Las Vegas back the other direction. Looking to capitalize on the good defending and potentially be Andre Rawls here early in the second half. That one tipped away by Switchbacks FC. Now to the near side. De La Fuente. Long pass back to Hobbs. Now Las Vegas working up the far side of the field. They'll send this one in. Chris Reeves tried to send it away. It goes right to a Lights player, and good defending by Yarrow. Switchbacks still need to keep up that defensive effort. Las Vegas right out front. Parra gets it taken away, and now sent in by Las Vegas, and play had already been stopped there. Good defending by that gentleman, Chris Reeves.
Yeah, Irvin Parra committing the foul, took that ball. It's a good touch right on top of the penalty shot spot, trying to fire it toward goal. Reeves quickly out. Reeves wins the ball back for the Switchbacks and wins the free kick. That's a nice touch from Parra, sets it up. Might have bounced just a little bit high for him. And then Reeves comes out, sweeps everything up. Gets the Switchbacks back underway after the referee's whistle.
Now Schweitzer with it. Gives that one off to Syed Robinson. He'll push this one up the field. Has Malcolm out wide. Pass a little bit shy of him. That allows Las Vegas to collapse, and the play is finished off. Corner kick, though, coming for Switchbacks FC. Their first of this second half. And it will be a Z-trip corner kick for the home side. Ish Joam will do the honors here. As you can see, some blankets, some stocking caps out here at Widener Field as the temperature continues to drop. It's kind of been up and down day here. Started off very chilly here in Colorado Springs, warmed up to as high as 70, and now that the sun has fallen down, it is getting chillier here at Widener Field. Yarrow tracks that ball down, passes it back to Robinson. Robinson gets his man to leave his feet. Robinson still with it, and now he loses it as Las Vegas able to send it out. Switchbacks FC will look to quickly get this one back.
Had a good look there at the young Jamaican side. Robinson right in front of Eric Winalda. Dressed for the occasion. The U.S. Soccer Hall of Famer, Eric Winalda, on the far side of the field.
Is Joam going to throw this one in to Hunley, back to Joam. Joam to the middle for Ibrahim Yarrow. Leaves this one for Reeves. Now Malcolm. Malcolm with one man to beat. Gets away from him. Now he dribbles it back over. Now he's going to look for the cross. Sends this one in. Far post. Hunley can't get to the header. Now Robinson back out with it far side. To Joam. He'll chip it up. And Las Vegas able to casually head that one. And then again, now with Parra just shy of midfield. Switchbacks pressuring here, but they can't get the ball away from Parra, and now here come the lights. And Guadabaye doing a good job of slowing down the momentum, and now more good defending, that time by Chris Reeves, but it still ends up for a Parra goal. Just goes right to the leading goal scorer for the Lights, and he puts it away, and the crowd here at Widener Field is in shock.
Yeah, it's way too good from Irvin Parra. Tremendous break down the far side of the field by the Las Vegas Lights. That ball found its way to Parra on the edge of the box, and he makes no mistake with his right-footed finish. Brilliant break forward by Las Vegas. Here's Parra coming into your screen just inside the box, fires it past Andre Rawls. 1-0 Las Vegas Lights.
And certainly that's one of the unfortunate byproducts of picking up your teammate defending-wise, and Guadabaye sold out to try and make the initial slowdown of Vegas. Reeves had to come over to make the second play, and that left Parra to get in from behind, and that man does a good job of poaching those goals as Parra puts Las Vegas up 1-0, and that was the goal Eric Winalda was looking for. And now we'll see the change of game plan if Las Vegas backs off the pressure defensively just a bit.
Yeah, that was so good from the Lights. Breaking up that far side of the field, the Switchbacks were pushed very far forward. Had a couple of set pieces deep in the Las Vegas end, but once the Lights started to break out, they certainly broke out on numbers. Parra trailing that break and finishing expertly.
And Hobbs will have to go get this one himself. And Irvin Parra in the 54th minute puts the visitors on top. A familiar refrain for the Switchbacks here in this 2019 season, but still plenty of time for them to get level and get this thing reset. Here's Hobbs sending it downfield. Yarrow going for the header. He's beaten to the punch. This one rolling and just stays in enough for the Lights to throw that one off of Chris Reeves. And it'll end up being a corner kick yet again for Las Vegas Lights FC.
Yeah,
It'll be Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick.
I was just going to say tremendous hustle from Cruz to keep that ball in, win a corner kick for his team. Las Vegas crashing the box, but Ishjom staying strong, clearing easily for the Switchbacks.
Yeah, they were looking for Para in his second goal of the night. Second goal in 5 minutes, but good defending there by the Switchbacks. Now Hobbs, laser shot through the middle of the field. And now Para takes a hit to the chops. Argueta immediately goes to him. And Para just coming in. Obviously nothing intentional there from Ronnie Argueta, because if it was, there would be a card produced. It was just Argueta turning, kind of swinging his body leading with the elbow, and Para, unfortunately, was right there to take that one in the jaw.
Yeah, goal scorer looks like he's going to be all right. Or second Ortho Centura nod to the dock of the game. Here is Irvin Para. Ronnie Argueta, whirling dervish, comes across, just has that arm, catches a piece of Para. Looks like Para's going to be all right. Jordan Schweitzer steals a bottle from the Las Vegas training staff. Borrows.
You know what? It's everyone's water. Community water. As Para is up, and he'll walk over to the sideline to be checked out a little bit more, but we'll see if there's anything going on over on the Lights bench. There is a player up, but it does not look like he's going to come into the match. So Para's just going to wait to get waved back on, but you see there somebody getting ready. That is Christian Martinez. So he may be coming in before too long. Para back out there. Eric Ronaldo will keep a close eye on his goal scorer, as Las Vegas has control again in the middle of the field. Argueta trying to defend. Now the ball played out to the near side and out of play.
A little scrappy there from the Lights. Had some men forward, just unable to keep that pass under control, work it out wide. Switchbacks will go back to Andre Rawls.
And this one sent downfield, headed by Las Vegas. Lights with it again. Switchbacks not keeping too much possession here to begin the second half. We showed you that number at the break. It was well over 60% possession for Switchbacks FC. I would say here in the early stages of the second half, it has been completely reversed, as now, as promised, coming into the match will be Christian Martinez, but it is not Para that he will replace. Instead, it will be Pablo Cruz. So Martinez was going to come in one way or another. Ronaldo opting to replace one of his midfielders here. Christian Martinez makes his way into the contest. Martinez, a native of Panama.
Los Canaleros.
That one ends up going out of play. Las Vegas with the throw-in. Now Lights within the corner. They'll send that one in. Plenty of Switchbacks back to defend. Now Las Vegas again ends up on the ball. Every ball is just coming right to the visitors, except that one, as they will go out of play. Throw-in coming here for the Switchbacks.
Yeah, deep throw in for Colorado Springs. It was a good idea by Las Vegas, trying to change the point of attack. Work it out to their right-hand side. Ishjom now will take the throw-in up the line for the Switchbacks off to Hunley. And Hunley will play that one out for a Las Vegas Lights corner kick. There's always one guy. There's always one guy in the cold, in the shorts and the short sleeves, and that is our Jack Quinn's Irish Pub and Restaurant fan of the game. Chilly night in Colorado Springs, but not affecting that gentleman.
And it was going to be the little kid that we saw in the first half, but then he ran on the field, and we were just like, we can't have that. So now Las Vegas with it. They'll send that one in. Tapped away by Reeves. Para goes to get it. Sauntering over to the corner. Plays this one out as The Lights look to cycle it back around to the near side, and Yarrow heads that one away from its intended target. Throw coming for Las Vegas.
Yeah, the Lights really putting the Switchbacks under a lot of pressure after they got that opening goal. You see the confidence they're playing with, passing the ball around well. They've been camped in the Switchbacks half to the left-hand side of your screen as you watch at home. Lights just about ready to get this one back underway with De La Fuente on the throw-in down the line.
This one's sent in, and Las Vegas on it. They'll shoot, and that one just goes wide. Switchbacks extremely fortunate again. Feel like I've said that more than a few times in this match, as once again it was Souza right on the spot. I think the last time there was a chance like that, it was Souza. But let's take a look at this play again. Yeah, there's Souza right there sidestepping Ish Jome and just pushed it a little bit wide.
Yeah, young Congolese just drifting in from that outside in position, picking up that ball so dangerously inside the Switchbacks box, and his strike inches wide from giving Las Vegas the 2-0 lead.
Now Las Vegas will send this one upfield. Matt Hundley gets his leg out in front of it, and it'll be a throw-in for Las Vegas, allowing us to let you fine fans know you can follow Switchbacks FC and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com, and that will be your home for the USL Championship for the foreseeable future, as that one is pushed wide.
Delightful touch on the far side of the field by Eric Winalda during that ESPN Plus read. So we get a good look there at the goal scorer for the Las Vegas Lights, Irvin Parra. And Andre Rawls just about to get us back underway here in Colorado Springs.
The 2022 season, at least, for watching the USL Championship on ESPN Plus. Rawls sends this one downfield, headed by Delphine, but it will roll towards Hobbs.
Whole host of midweek games next week on the Plus. Is it okay if we call it the Plus?
I'm just going to go with ESPN Plus.
Okay.
Matt Hundley trying to get under that ball on the far side, chipped over the top for Ish Jome. Tapped out wide for Schweitzer. Yarrow goes to get it. Schweitzer back with it. Switchbacks letting everyone touch it here as they try to get something going, and it looks like there will be a change made by the Switchbacks here at the next available moment, as Yarrow, not shy, sends that one into the Trailheads, the supporters group for the Switchbacks, behind the Vegas goal. And now, not making liars out of us, Cesar Romero back into the game with a fresh new due.
They're replacing Hundley, or those frosted tips, and Cesar Romero.
The Honduran international into the contest. And last time the Switchbacks were here, the pairing of Romero and Delphine was really an eye-opener. Really liked the way those two combined. Of course, that last home match they combined for the Switchbacks' only goal. And so those two are going to hopefully form a dynamic duo for the Switchbacks for years to come. Again, our Gold's Gym substitution, Cesar Romero, into the contest here. First substitution of the match for Switchbacks FC. Each side has used one of their available substitutions.
Light's going to take their time with this free kick to get a good look there at Romero. As you said, pairing him with Delphine, so dangerous for the Switchbacks. Gives them a lot of options going forward.
This one played in and headed away by Yarrow. And, of course, when we think back on this 2019 season, there aren't going to be many moments that come to mind quicker than Cesar Romero's debut, where he entered the game and just a minute later scored the game winner for Switchbacks FC, his first goal in his first match in his first minute as a Switchbacks player. As now we're going to get a change for Las Vegas, their second of the contest, and it will be Edwin Rivas coming into the contest, and the Captain Brian De La Fuente's evening has come to an end.
We talked about the heavy legs playing up at altitude during the first half. Eric Winalda countering that, bringing in a couple of fresh sets of legs on the Gold Gym substitution.
I would imagine that some coaches would love to put in some type of a waiver and say at altitude want a couple more substitutions if we can have that.
Be interesting to see how concussion protocol goes the next couple of years moving forward, whether teams will be granted an extra substitution because of that. Saw Theo Walcott knocked flat unconscious in the Everton game this morning. Minute into the game, had to burn one of their substitutions for that concussion. That ball worked out to the left-hand side. Good break forward from the Lights. And a good save, good easy catch from Andre Rawls in the Switchbacks net. He'll restart out to Ibrahim Yarrow.
Yeah, the USL Championship, one of the top items of business in the offseason is to do even more than they're already doing for potential head injuries and potentially getting that substitute that doesn't count against your 3. That will certainly be something on the docket. As Yarrow gets ready to send this one in, it's headed away by Vegas. And as the Lights control, give us a chance to talk about Shandy Clinic, exceptional therapy for exceptional children, as this one is played in. Switchbacks with a shot save made by Hobbs, and Romero couldn't finish on the second try.
Yeah, good initial save by Adam Hobbs. Came out, closed the angle down well, saved at the feet of that man. The second half substitute, Cesar Romero. It's a good strike right down the pipe for Hobbs. And then the second one just wide into the side netting from Romero, but a good break forward by the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Maybe their best chance of the second half so far.
Yeah, certainly of the second half. There was that Chris Reeves opportunity in the first half that would certainly rival. But credit to Adam Hobbs, not normally the #1 goalkeeper of Las Vegas Lights FC, but looked like it there. Las Vegas swings this one out to the far side. Into the 71st minute we go at Widener Field. Irvin Parra with the goal has Las Vegas on top. And 3 points for them, almost goes without saying, would be massive for Eric Winalda's side.
Switchbacks winning the free kick right there in front of the fourth official from Delphine. Referee just wanting it slowed down, wanting that ball taken in the correct position.
Switchbacks here with about 20 minutes to get this thing level, and they're can't even think about that because they want to come away with 3 points tonight. So you could see the urgency from the home side as they try to get level here. Good defending there by Las Vegas Lights. This one will go out, and we will have a corner kick. So here's a golden opportunity. Z-trip corner kick here. Ish Joam will take it. Good defending there by Edwin Rivas, who just entered the contest. The Minnesota native getting ready to line this one up. Joam sending it in. Far post. This one ping-pongs between a couple of players, and then Las Vegas able to clear. Rawls way out of his goal. He'll control. Now to the near side. Schweitzer's got to get on his horse, and he will. Plays it up to Jome. Jome has Malcolm down the middle. Heard it when I said it. Sent it in. And that one played out by Las Vegas. Throwing coming for Switchbacks FC.
It's been better the last couple minutes for the Switchbacks, being able to put Las Vegas under just a little bit of pressure. See if they can get another clear opportunity on Hobbs' goal, as they did with that Romero chance just a minute ago.
And Yarrow looking for Malcolm that time, and Hobbs gets in there. Hobbs will play this one for the goal kick, which will give us a chance to let you know about ESPN. You can get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Switchbacks FC, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus, get reminders on Switchbacks' next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. This one played over the top. And now Ishjom will throw this one in the 74th minute. Penultimate home match of the season for Switchbacks FC. Has been an entertaining one, but not a fruitful one. Now Vegas trying to make it even less fruitful for the home team. Plays it over the far side, and that one a little too strong. Out of play. Garcia Lopez there could not hang on to it. Excuse me, that was Torres that just into the contest a little while ago, as this one is played here to Ibrahim Yarrow. Yarrow to Schweitzer. Schweitzer chips over the top. Romero running after it, no chance. One hopping into the loving arms of Hobbs. Rolls that one to the middle. And now Shane Malcolm able to poke it away. Plays it to the middle for Delphine. Delphine gets it poked away from behind, and then a full-on clean tackle in front from Las Vegas. Now Abdul Nguadabaye up to Schweitzer. Now Malcolm. Malcolm tried to perhaps nutmeg his defender there, could not do it, and now Yarrow gets wiped out, and immediately the fluorescent yellow card matching the accent of the Lights jerseys, and Para knew it the whole time, knew he was going to get it, and he got it. Hanson Hot Springs yellow card given to Irvin Para. So it'll be a free kick for Switchbacks FC. Delphine is still pretty hot about all of this as we take a look at this foul, as clearly Para upending Ibrahim Yarrow there.
Yeah, Para going sliding in really early. Yarrow seeing that challenge coming. And the Hanson Hot Springs yellow card to the Las Vegas Lights man who is now wearing the armband, Irvin Para, their goal scorer.
Jome and Schweitzer. And now Schweitzer peels off to the right. Jome's going to take this one himself, going far post, headed away by Las Vegas. And out. Throwing coming here for Switchbacks FC. And now sent away by Las Vegas. Controlling it is Saeed Robinson. Plays it back to Rawls. Now to Schweitzer. To Rawls.
That was a good job by Saeed Robinson on the far side of the field. Last man back for the Switchbacks. Able to sweep that one up. Back to Rawls, and now the Switchbacks will get us back underway.
Schweitzer to Reeves. Nguadabaye out to the far side. Now Reeves back with it in the middle of the field to Yarrow. Delphine. Nice pass up to Saeed Robinson. Robinson thought about going long with the pass. Now he'll try it. Going far post. Hobbs read it the whole way and gets up and brings it down.
Yeah, good save from Hobbs. Good early call from the goalkeeper. Moved his feet well. That ball just had a little bit too much air underneath it, but a good idea from Saeed Robinson. Now out on this right-hand side is the young Jamaican whipping that ball in. Las Vegas Lights now will break forward.
And now into the box come the Lights. Switchbacks bunched up here. They are able to force the pass out of the box. Now Ishjome takes control only to lose it. Lights immediately flip it to the near side. And Yarrow battling there. And both of them playing hot potato there. Who does it go off of last? It will go off of Yarrow. So corner kick coming up here for Las Vegas. Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick. Going to be taken by Bordataka Preston. Sends this one in. Headed by Las Vegas, but the wrong direction. Lights will keep it in play.
It was a good initial block by Saeed Robinson, just unable to work back, get that second one out for a throw in for the Lights. Get a good look there at the young Jamaican.
Lights back with it here. Feel pretty good about themselves at the moment, but they'd feel even better if they were able to beat Andre Rawls for a second time. Reverse Fields. Corner kick sent in, or cross sent in, excuse me, and that one played out by Las Vegas.
Yeah, Robinson right on the doorstep, just unable to keep his header on target.
Who's up? Who's down? Where does your team sit? Find out every single Monday when the USL releases their USL Championship Power Rankings at USLsoccer.com, as Chris Reeves will have it at midfield. Swings it over to the far side. Now Argueta getting in the mix. Haven't called his name quite a bit. Looks like Las Vegas is shaking the trees here for a substitute. It will be Eric Winalda's last in this match whenever it does indeed come. Here's Saeed Robinson. Out to Malcolm. Malcolm to Schweitzer. Has a lane. He'll shoot. That came off of his foot awkwardly. And Las Vegas able to clear it out to midfield, and they might have a break back the other direction. Para to Preston. Preston with it. He'll shoot. He'll score. To Bordataka Preston. He's been all over the place, has been in position numerous times to try and score, and he finally does. And for that, he's going to get his boots cleaned by his teammates as we take a look at this again. Great pass from Para, and nothing Andre Rawls could do.
Yeah, just way too easy for the Las Vegas Lights. Straight in behind to Preston. Runs through, takes that ball perfectly in stride. Rawls comes down, trying to close down the angle. Just can't do it. Preston has picked up a cramp. That's what he's getting stretched out with on the far side of the field. But 2-0. Las Vegas Lights FC. Could be a priceless win for them as they charge toward playoff positioning in the USL Championships Western Conference. There goes the left leg cramping up on Preston right there. We'll see if that'll change the ideas of Las Vegas' substitution, but he's still down. Our Arthur Centura nod to the doc. Electrolyte tablets being passed down to the young goal scorer. Hopefully Preston will be all right. You can see that leg. Just trying to work out that left leg.
I mean, he deserved a little shoe shine after that goal.
Certainly does.
Being checked out for the hamstring instead. Goal in the 80th minute. The proverbial nail here as the Switchbacks try to find a way through the last 9 minutes. One thing Wolde Harris will do is send out his second substitute. Our Ortho Centura nod to the dock. Here's Joam helping out there. And now it just seems like, yeah, Preston's not going to be able to put any weight on that. So the Las Vegas trainer as well as Ish Joam will help him out. Good sportsmanship there by Ish Joam. And now he'll go over to the side, so we'll have multiple substitutions. One for the home team, one for the visitors. And coming in for Las Vegas will be Vinny Vermeer. So that'll be the final substitute of the night for Eric Winalda. And the Switchbacks will get this one back going after the goal. Puts them down by a deuce. Here's Shane Malcolm to Yarrow. Yarrow to the middle for Saeed Robinson. Schweitzer. And Guadabaye tried to get up to Joam, and it flipped off the top of his foot. Again, Vermeer into the contest. Our Gold's Gym substitution here in the 84th minute. What would be an important 3 points gained by Las Vegas Lights FC.
Yeah, so congested in the Western Conference. Ish Joam picking up the foul right in front of the fourth official on the far side of the field. Switchbacks will restart. Parra's got to be careful now playing with that Hanson Hot Springs yellow card. He just latches onto this ball and he'll set the lights forward after that turn away in the middle of the field. It was Kwasi Donsu coming on for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Lights are in again.
And they'll play this one up and they'll score again. Las Vegas not content for two, although that man is content with 2 goals by himself. Irvin Parra makes it 3-0 in favor of the visitors as we take a look at this again. Ibrahim Yarrow there gets it taken away and served right up to Parra. That was a good job by Christian Martinez to take that ball away from Ibrahim Yarrow. As we take another look at it, Yarrow just stumbling and going down. Martinez, calm, cool, collected, just feeds it to the big fella who sends it into the back of the net.
Yeah, such a good ball across the face of goal. Parra started that whole thing by winning the ball back for the Lights. There he is. Man now wearing the armband for Eric Winalda's team. Made no mistake about his finish. Just able to beat Jordan Schweitzer to that ball. Played across the middle of the field. Switchbacks were desperately working back to get back defensively. And Parra just taps that one in. 3-0 Las Vegas.
And Kwasi Donsu is the newest switchback into the game, as this one will get away from Romero and into the arms of Hobbs, who will smother it. So you talk about the congestion in the Western Conference, Roland. Yes, New Mexico has the 8th and final playoff spot in the West, but then you have L.A. right there, El Paso's right there, San Antonio, a team that the Switchbacks will see in the final game of the season, Portland, OKC, and then Las Vegas. All of those teams still with help. You only have Tacoma and Colorado Springs that have no ability to get into the postseason, as the Switchbacks will use their final substitute here momentarily. And now Shane Malcolm with it. Malcolm threads it through and just give way to Hobbs, who will smother that yet again. Some of these Switchbacks fans starting to head for the exits here, disappointed. They came into the evening with optimism, hoping that the Switchbacks would give them a couple of victories to close out the home portion of the schedule in 2019, and now they'll set their sights on next Saturday hosting LA Galaxy 2, another team battling for playoff positioning, so it won't get any easier. Our final Gold's Gym substitution of the night, Sam Rabin will come into the contest. Ibrahim Yarrow will come out. Yarrow, as is always the case with him, very active tonight, as a foul will be called here, and it's going to give Las Vegas pretty nice position here to take a free kick in the last few minutes of this matchup.
Yeah, that was unlucky going into Switchbacks just outside their box. They'll take their time with this one, just winding this down. We'll take a look back at our moment of the match. It was this save right here, this clearance off the line. Our Penrose St. Francis critical moment of the match, keeping the score level. And Las Vegas breaking out for the 3 goals. Brace of them from that man right there, Irvin Parr, as he stands menacingly over this free kick.
And now look to set one of his teammates up. Goes short. Now Vegas has position. They'll send it in, and Parra was getting ready to put in the hat trick, and instead Las Vegas will keep possession here and taken away by Switchbacks FC. Shane Malcolm trying to keep possession on the near side. To the middle for Jordan Schweitzer. I'll let you know about our match of the week with just weeks remaining. The presser is officially on here. Tune into ESPN News on Sunday at 2 p.m. here in the Mountain Time Zone as Portland takes on Austin Bold, 2 teams that have given the Switchbacks fits this season, that's for sure. And that's 2 o'clock Mountain on ESPN News as Chris Reeves has this one. To the near side for Romero. Switchbacks looking just to at least get the cosmetic goal here. As they chip it outside, Romero going after it. He's not going to get there in time, so a goal kick coming up, which I have no doubt that Hobbs will take his time. And this is a surprising development, as we are being told there will be 4 additional minutes tacked on here at the end of this one. I mean, we had the extended injury timeout, if you will, with Tabor Taka Preston after he scored the goal, pulling his hamstring. It's 4 minutes seems aggressive, but the Switchbacks will certainly use it to their advantage and try and find a way past Adam Hobbs as Parra is down again. Now, he's had a great night, but in other ways, he's had a difficult night, as that's multiple times now that he's gotten some contact to the back of the head and the neck area going for those 50-50 balls, and now he'll be helped over to the sideline, and we take a look at this play again.
Yeah, he's certainly thrown himself around. Jordan Schweitzer, clean win. Just the arm in the back. Parra felt that, and he went down. The referee will restart with the drop ball to Jordan Schweitzer, as you see Irvin Parra being helped off the field, or helped to the side of the field. Kwasi Donsu now picking up for the Switchbacks.
Donsu in the midfield circle to the near side for Romero. Romero up to Malcolm. Malcolm gets away from his defender, tried to play it around his second defender, and then the first one comes back in to play it out. That was Rivas stepping in there. It will be a corner kick, a Z-trip corner kick. Ishjom will hustle over to take this one. No wasted moments here in stoppage time, as that one is headed by Las Vegas. Switchbacks will end up back with it. Now Jome with the right foot sends that one in, and it's headed into the back of the net. Abdul Nguadabaye, his second goal of the season, third of the season, his second as a member of the Switchbacks, and the fans here at Widener Field do get a goal to celebrate here very late in this evening as we take a look at this goal again.
Yeah, brilliant right-footed cross from Ish Jome. Don't say that very often. Onto his not-favored right foot. Puts it right on the head of Abdul Nguadabaye. He makes no mistake about his finish. Jome had stayed forward from that corner kick that he took. Fires it right across the face of goal. And the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC getting on the board. 3-1 now. Las Vegas leads.
And third of the season for Nguadabaye. Now the Switchbacks try to recoil and strike again. The Oakwood home Switchbacks goal here in the 93rd minute. Abdul Nguadabaye, the header from Ish Jome. And Jome will almost assuredly pick up his 6th assist of the season, which would lead the Switchbacks or add to his team lead. Been a fantastic distributor throughout the year for Colorado Springs in his first season with the club as that one goes out of play. Quick restart from Andre Rawls, already had a ball ready. Out to the near side for Chris Reeves. Final minute more than likely of this one. Donsu swings it around and Jome took that one off the arm, got called for that, and it will be a restart here for Switchbacks FC.
Get a good look there at the goal scorer, the young Rwandan, Abdul Nguadabaye. It's about 30 seconds and some change left at Widener Field. We'll see how much the referee adds with the Switchbacks getting that stoppage time goal.
And Rawls had to hustle that one up and went off the knee of Nguadabaye, and it was going to be out for a corner kick, and that is indeed what the case will be. So Nguadabaye raises his hand towards Andre Rawls and apologizes there. Rawls gave it a run, trying to keep it in play to avoid this outcome, but unfortunately he could not get there in time. So the Accelerated Wealth corner kick coming up here for Las Vegas. Not that they will probably go too aggressive here, as they'll just go short to Para. Will stand over it. Now plays it out, and that will do it. Well, Las Vegas Lights FC needed 3 points, and they got 3 points. Going on the road here to Colorado Springs, Irvin Para, what else is new? Scoring the goals, 2 of the 3 Lights goals tonight, and Vegas is going to get closer to a playoff spot in the West as you take a look at our Better Business Bureau man of the match. Ish Jome set up the lone Switchbacks goal that was headed in by Abdul Nguadabaye, but it was only cosmetic as the Switchbacks still fall by a final of 3-1. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back to wrap things up from Widener Field in just a moment. Lights win it 3-1.
This isn't the story I expected to be telling. 3 years ago, when Batman mysteriously disappeared, it divided Gotham.
Crows represent order, security.
The crows are not the hero of this story, Gotham.
I want to take power. I need you to fix his suit.
The suit is literal perfection.
It will be, when it fits a woman.
Let's face it, the suits are pretty cool.
Whoa.
Thank you. Next.
Let me help.
That was amazing! We make a good team. World's finest.
Batwoman, followed by Supergirl.
I saw billions of possible futures. Billions of deaths. We've got to stop you from vanishing.
So what do we do first?
Welcome to a world where anything can and probably will happen.
We can still change the future.
Welcome to Earth 1.
Oh, great. Another angry one.
I have to prepare the team for this crisis.
The Flash.
Well, that man scored his third goal of the season, but in the end it was not enough. Abdul Ngwadabaye's third of the season, the lone Switchbacks goal as the Switchbacks try to make sense of a 3-1 defeat at the hands of Las Vegas Lights FC. And let's show you the video evidence of a crucial win here by Las Vegas. And that was Irvin Parra getting things started scoring-wise, and Las Vegas never looked back. And give a lot of credit to Adam Hobbs tonight, Roland, because he stepped in here. He's not the number one goalkeeper, but he played like it tonight.
Yeah, Hobbs was huge. He made a key saves when Las Vegas needed it. You see there Preston breaking down, Switchbacks getting that goal, and then just a pure hustle goal, slid across. Parra's right there. He's going to make no mistake from that kind of range.
So Parra with 2 tonight, and this one got the Switchbacks on the board. Jome to Ngwadabaye. And that gave us our final 3-1 scoreline. Now the numerical information for this one. Everything almost even. A few more corner kicks for Las Vegas. They didn't score off of any of them. And despite having the same amount of opportunities, well, actually, the fewer opportunities to score if you look at shots on target. Wow, 3 for 3. That's efficiency.
Yeah, huge for the Switchbacks to win that possession battle, but they weren't able to do anything with it. We talked about Hobbs. He made the big saves, and the Switchbacks just not able to break down a Lights defense. It kept cycling back, kept getting a lot of men behind the ball. Well-played game for Las Vegas. They're making their push toward the 2019 USL Championship playoffs.
And for the Switchbacks, they'll look to regroup and play spoiler again. LA Galaxy 2 is a team right in the thick of the playoff hunt, so the Switchbacks will try to play spoiler there. Well, for our executive producer, Gary Stebbins, our outstanding crew, my broadcast partner, Roland Vargas, I'm Ryan Kaufman saying good night from Widener Field, where the Las Vegas Lights win it by a final of 3-1. Make sure you join us 1 week from tonight as the Switchbacks take on LA Galaxy 2 in the home finale. Las Vegas getting themselves back into the playoff chase with that 3-1 win. Good night, everybody. We'll talk to you.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.